Welcome to Heat Check. We're going to look at the top 10 highest selling vintage denim items over the last 2 weeks on eBay. This video is sponsored by WeBuyOldJeans.com. Then coming in at number 10, we have this vintage Montgomery Ward 1930s union made pair of pants. Let's take a look at this. Looks like these are straight from a mine, and union made. A true miner's pant. That's right. Montgomery Ward, obviously, not one of these sort of big three, but still really cool. We have like appears to be a leather patch here. Obviously, some super well wear here. Look at that button. That is a cool button. I like the button. Montgomery Ward, good job on the button there. Obviously, this is not something probably going to be worn, but still beautiful. Lots of cool distressing. Definitely something that a collector would love to have. These sold for $1,000. Then we have these vintage 505 Big E. They're not actually 505s, just to let you guys know that. Jerky leather tag patch. So obviously we're looking at something here from the most likely the 50s here. This has got a zipper. Let's take a look. Nope, not there. Not there. Offset. Where'd it go? They showed the zipper earlier. There it is. The zipper. All right, so this is probably a 501Z or a 551Z, whichever one. I can't remember which one, which model it most likely is. But this is not a 505. A 505 would not have the hidden rivets. This is from the 50s. The 505 came out in the late 60s. Either way, this is the grandfather of the 505 for sure. Pretty cool pair of jeans. Obviously, kind of a bummer that I think it's like, yeah, cut down here on the ankle hem. That's kind of a bummer. But after 23 bids, this one did sell for $1,113. Then next up, we have a pair of 501s. Shocker there, huh? We have a pair of 501s. They look pretty good. It's originally a size 36-33, but measure a 33.5 by 30, which is pretty good size. Here you can see that these are only from 1978, so not particularly old. So these are, red line salvage 501s. They do have some wear. I'm going to be honest and say that I'm actually kind of surprised. This is a pretty good price for a pair of jeans that obviously even has an interior patch, but it's not that old. The measurements obviously help it a lot because, just it's hard to come by these types of measurements. You definitely want them in better sizes, but this pair sold for $1,200. All right, now for something not so Levi's. This is a 1940s Army denim jacket. These Army denim jackets, military denim jackets, tend to do very, very well, and they're harder and harder to find. And this one looks like it's in pretty good condition. Do notice this is the same buyer we referenced a couple weeks ago. Selling off a whole bunch of collection that the origin of those items is a little bit suspicious, but this one's still pretty cool. U.S. Army buttons, those are really cool. I don't know if these are World War II era. I would assume that they're not. They're actually post-World War II or before, because I imagine if it were actually World War II, these would be World War II. These would actually be quite a bit more expensive. More valuable, but this jacket here did sell for $1,250. So if you think you have a pair of jeans that might end up on this list, we recommend you check out WeBuyOldJeans.com. These guys are the best in the business. They can give you appraisals, they can help you with research, or they can make an offer on your jeans. They offer reasonable prices and great customer service, so we highly recommend our friends over at WeBuyOldJeans.com. Then we have a 1960s, check it out, new with tags, 70 by 46 store display. We have seen these a couple times. It's always fun watching people figure out how to actually display them because these are gigantic. Obviously, kind of a bummer. These clearly have been in storage for a while. You can see the flasher barely hanging on, and the patch is pretty much gone. I said these are Big E. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Looks like some marks. Unfortunate. But it says they're Big E. I would really like to be a little bit closer because Yeah, okay, I think that's Big E. Yeah, I think it's Big E. But still, really cool pair. Would love to have one of these one day. This pair sold for $1,275. Then we're back to the 501s, but this time a double X. 1940s, supposedly red line selvage denim pair of jeans. Let's take a look. Yep, we're looking at least probably the 40s here. Looks like you could get a late 40s out of this one. Yeah, we got no stamp on there. Hidden rivets. That's all looking right. No selvage in the watch pocket here. Yeah, that's probably something like that. I would probably suspect this is actually more like 1950s, personally. But real, yeah, we know. Again, same seller. He's on this a lot. You can definitely tell he's raking in the cash on this one. But this pair sold for $1,500, which I think is pretty reasonable. I don't think it's actually 1940s. I think a more astute observer would have probably, unless he put these up and someone got a really good deal. Yeah, if they are, really good deal. Then another pair of 1940s or 50s selvage 501s. Let's take a look. Yep, there's a selvage. This one looks like incredible condition. We've got the selvage watch pocket. Big E. Is it one? And it's one-sided. That's right. No patch on this one, but definitely looks like the correct era. And these do look like they're in really good condition. Though it's something we haven't really seen a few times before, but this one sold for $1,999.95. Then next up, we have another U.S. Army denim working coat. Look at this one. Dated 1940. Wow, this thing is incredible. This has got to be dead stock, essentially. Let's see if they show. Oftentimes there's a date on these, so let's see if they show that. Yeah, there it is. Dated. Isn't that easy? Look at that. Look how easy this is. Dated August 7th, 1940. I wish all jeans were easy like that. This is a beautiful pair. Wonder what our beautiful jacket. Unwashed, unworn. Yep, gone up and altered. Has zinc U.S. Army dish buttons. Great. Yeah, look at this. They did a good job here. The Blue Ridge Overall Company of Christiansburg. People have been talking about Blue Ridge Overall Company, so that's pretty interesting. Excellent piece here. This one sold for $2,500. Definitely, I think it's worth it. This stuff is just going to get harder and harder to find. Then we have a pair of 1940s 501 XX hidden rivets, size 29 by 28. Definitely looks like, let's take a look here. Yeah, we have the leather patch there. Big E, one-sided it appears. Definitely looks like we're in the possible 1940s territory. No selvage there. Yep, hidden rivets, obviously. Yep, there's another beautiful piece. We have, obviously, we've seen these a time or two before. So nothing absolutely shocking, but still super cool. Definitely cool to see these. And these went for a number right here. They sold for $3,250. Then for the number one spot this week, look at this gorgeous beauty. Another 501, but let's take a minute for this one because look at this. 1940s Big E hidden rivet, 40 by 32. These appear to be like maybe one or no wash. They look like they've been folded maybe. Look at that. Look at the texture of that denim. That is just absolutely incredible. There's the 501 XX, every garment guaranteed. This is about as clean as you're going to find them these days. Absolutely beautiful pair right here. Look at all these details. Incredible. Again, a pretty big size for this time period. You don't find them in size 40 very often from this era. So, absolute stunner right here. Absolute stunner. Let's see. It's actually measures 40. Just about. It's a little bit shy of 40 in terms of the inches on the waist. It's more like 37. or so, the way it appears here. But still, incredible pair. Good size. Probably still has a little bit more to shrink. Let's take a look here. They don't appear to have ever been worn. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, incredible. This pair sold without auction, just straight up, for $10,999 for one of the biggest and most expensive sales we have seen on the Heat Check in a while. So congratulations, goodies for sale on an incredible piece, an incredible sale. Absolutely stunning.